Valley Talk on News Talk 1580 KGAL.
And welcome to Valley Talk. I'm Dave Adams. Glad you're with us today. We're going to talk about some fun things today. We have Katie Nushazar and Lynn Smith of the Albany Parks and Recreation Department here in the studios with us. We're going to be talking about all things park-related in the first half hour of the show. And then, do you like pottery? Well, Gene Marshall and Athelda, did I do that right? Gillette are in the green room here at the Valley Talk Studios, and we're going to be talking about the LBCC Benton Center Pottery Sale and Show. That's coming up Friday, June 7th in the Benton Center Ceramic Studio. So we'll be talking about ceramics last half hour of the show. Before we give you a little bit of closed circuit, what some of the fun and frivolity going on before Valley Talk went on the air, we're Neil Diamond fans here. And so we were all singing Neil Diamond songs before we went on the air. Sweet Caroline and Cracklin' Rosé, and good summertime fun songs.
Exactly right.
So welcome to Valley Talk. We're going to have some fun today. No, we won't be doing karaoke, and we won't be singing Neil Diamond songs on the air, even though we would like to. So welcome to the show. Katie Nushazar, welcome to Valley Talk.
Thanks so much, Dave. We're excited to be here. We've got a great summer. We're hoping to talk about it today.
And Lynn, you want to take that microphone and move it right in front of you. Yes, you do. You want to talk on the radio. First thing we want to talk about is River Rhythms. What's on the calendar?
30 years. This is 30 years of River Rhythms this year. So we are so excited. And this year, it's going to be presented by Oregon Freeze Dry, which is terrific. They're celebrating an anniversary, and we're celebrating an anniversary. So we said, let's play together. So
let's partay.
That's exactly right. So we are going to start off on the 4th of July. There's no place like Monteith River Park on the 4th of July for great music. Bring your family, bring your blanket, come down, sit, enjoy the fun. We are going to start with some wonderful blues by Nikki Hill, and we actually are going to start with a pre-show at 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock, we kick it off with Nikki Hill. And then stay tuned for the fireworks, because we have got a terrific fireworks show. We've got some wonderful sponsors bringing that to us. Lassen, Toyota, they're coming in on that one. And so we've just got some terrific music that is going to kick off the summer on the 4th of July. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Looking forward to that. So that's River Rhythms.
That's River Rhythms. That's the start. That's the very first concert.
Okay, let's go down the schedule.
Okay, and then we hit Colin Ray, July the 11th. Now, he's country. You got to love the country, and we know that that's going to be a packed crowd. So come early. You can actually put your blanket down at 5:30 on any of the River Rhythms nights. You can set up your lawn chair anytime. Is that right, Lynn?
Anytime, starting at 6 in the morning.
Right, starting at 6 in the morning, you can set it up. But Colin Ray is going to be there on July 7th. Then we go dark for a week because we want to support our friends at Lynn County Fair. And Kansas is going to be at Lynn County Fair on July 18th. So instead of showing up at Monteith Park, go on out to the fairgrounds, listen to Kansas, get a little dust in the wind.
And they start at 8:30 that evening.
That's right. I think one of the sleepers of the season that's going to be one of the most fun is actually July 25th. We've got Stone in Love. They are a Journey tribute band, and these guys look like them. They sound like them. They're fun. They're a lot of fun.
A Journey tribute band?
A Journey tribute band, Stone in Love, and they are absolutely terrific. And then on August 1st, we have Sierra Leone's Refugee All-Stars. And these people came out of the Sierra Leone refugee camps. They actually had a documentary on them. They've been on Oprah Winfrey. They've been followed by quite a few of the big stars that have come and helped to bring these people to our attention. They are incredible artists, and they're going to be performing World Beat on August the 1st. And then it couldn't be summer if we didn't have just a little bit of rock and roll. So right. August the 8th, now you're probably not old enough to remember Foghat, Dave, but Foghat is going to be here on August the 8th. They are a British rock band that kind of had their peak success in the mid to late 70s. And I think blues rock or maybe boogie rock would probably be. Is that how you describe them?
That's how I would describe it.
They've got the electric slide guitar, and they've had 8 gold recordes.
The listeners are hearing in the background right now.
Are they hearing in the background?
What are they hearing?
Oh yeah.
Slow Ride.
Slow Ride. Fool for the City. I Just Want to Make Love to You. Drive and Wheel. Foghat's got some great ones.
And so Foghat's going to be there when?
Foghat is going to be there on August the 8th. So there's a few things to remember about the concerts that we should probably talk about. Food vendors open at 5. Come on down. We've got some great food choices this year. Bring your family, bring a blanket, bring a lawn chair, sit out on the lawn. You can actually spread your blankets at 5:30. Now, we want you to bring your family, but you need to leave Fido at home. It's not a great place for pets, and we do ask that you don't bring pets into the park unless they are service animals during the concert series. Also, we have hands-on art activities for kids of all ages prior to the concert. So come on down early. Your kids will be able to do all sorts of pre-concert art projects. In the past, they've done everything from make rain sticks to hats to
tie-dye scarves.
Tie-dye scarves. And people of all ages, kids from 8 to 80 are out there having a lot of fun before the concerts.
The turnout for River Rhythms is really good. And
it is.
It's a great venue.
It is a wonderful venue. It's right there at the confluence of the Calapooya and the Willamette River. You sit under the night sky, you sit on the grass out in front of this incredible stage, and you just listen to the sounds, and it is really the way to begin the summer. If you haven't figured out how to spend your summer yet, River Rhythms is the place to be. It's truly wonderful.
But if you want a more intimate, maybe a smaller crowd,
a little bit
still
smaller
good
crowd,
music, then we switch to Mondays at Monteith.
That's exactly right. Mondays at Monteith is also scheduled for the summer. It begins on July the 8th, and our standard is the Willamette Valley Concert Band. We love to kick off the series with the Willamette Valley Concert Band. Our own Charlie Eads plays in that group, and it's a great group, and it's a great environment. Come down. Again, there's food, there's places for your lawn chair. Come on down. July 15th, we've got the 234th Army Band, and that's always a special concert.
Oh, very much so. I remember last year.
Did you go last year?
Yes.
Oh, it's great. It's a great one. On July 22nd, we have JT and the Tourists. On the 29th, we have Haley Lauren. And then back by popular demand on August 5th is the Cheeseburgers, and they are always just a lot of fun.
What kind of music do the Cheeseburgers do? Is it 50s, 60s rock?
Charlie is really the expert on the Cheeseburgers, so you're going to have to ask him, but that's my understanding, and we've gotten lots of requests for that. Brookdale Senior Living Solutions are the title sponsor for that series, so we've got some really great anchor sponsors that are holding both the River Rhythms and Mondays at Monteith in there, but you always have the ability to donate and help make the music stay alive in Albany. So we want to encourage folks to do that.
The sponsors are very important to keep these venues
Absolutely.
and keep these events going.
Absolutely. We have a lot of wonderful sponsors, a lot of businesses that absolutely make the big difference. But Dave, the biggest sponsor is actually the people that attend. Their donations make such an enormous difference in our ability to keep the concerts offered. So we want to keep them free. In order to do that, we've got to get the donations at the door as well as the business sponsors. But we've got, like I said, we have Oregon Freeze Dried that's anchoring River Rhythms. We have Lassen Toyota that is anchoring the fireworks. We've got Brookdale anchoring the Mondays at Monteith. And then we have just a whole host of others. Something new this year that we haven't had before is we actually are having an event to help raise money to keep the bands coming for River Rhythms. Yogurt Extreme, who is one of our sponsors for many of our events, is having a dine-in to benefit River Rhythms. So if you love yogurt, and I know you do.
Oh, I love yogurt.
Love yogurt.
It's better for you than ice cream, right?
It is.
But it's just as good.
It's almost better. You get all those incredible toppings.
Okay.
So Yogurt Extreme on Saturday, July 13th is going to donate 20% of every sale directly to support the River Rhythm concert. So here's best of both worlds. You can support a great event, and you can do it all the time while you're eating yogurt. So
yogurt and the toppings.
And the toppings. That's exactly right. Whether it's the fresh berries, you want the M&Ms. You look to me like you might be kind of a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
Oh,
guy
very
on
good,
top.
very good.
Okay.
Reese's Pieces, Reese's peanut butter cups.
Exactly. But
There you
Yogurt
go.
Extreme, July 13th, Saturday, 20% of all the sales go to benefit River Rhythms directly. Goes straight into the concert series. So you've got to go by there. You got to get some yogurt. Tell them thank you for sponsoring, and then just load up on the yogurt because it's going to be great to eat and great for the cause.
And it's good for you, so mark that down on your calendar.
It's good for you. I mean, you have to do it. How could you not do it? It's good for you. Right?
Summer camps.
Oh, summer camps are going to be terrific. Summer's just around the corner, and already you're starting to think about what are you going to do with the kids.
I think it's right. Yeah, I think it's here now.
Is it here now?
Yeah.
It looks like it. It's sunny,
sure feels
right?
like it.
So summer vacation comes, the kids, they end up on the couch in front of the television, on their phones. It's time to get them up, get them active, get them out, and we've got just the camps to do it. We have got over 20 camps going on this summer in Albany here through the Albany Parks and Recreation Department. We've got everything from jungle fever and amazing animals to kids in the kitchen and weird science. We've got country fun camps. We've got top chef camps, around the world camps, ocean commotion camps. Kids will whip up, crazy food. They'll make a volcano. We'll try not to let them explode anything. They'll visit Safari Sam's. They'll go to the zoo. They get active with arts and crafts and games in the morning. And then in the afternoon, because we want the kids physically active, we get them out there in cool pool. And they spend the afternoon in the pool. Almost all the camps have lunches included. Most of the camps have a field trip included. They usually are 3 days. We also are offering some outrageous adventure camps this year that are Lego engineering, primitive skills survivor camp, ninja skill camps. Most of our camps range in price from $75 to $90 for the 3 days, which includes a t-shirt, lunch, the field trip, cool pool. You can't pay to keep them at home for that, Dave. You gotta get them out. We do have some as low as $20. We have some that are up in the $280, $85 range. So there's really something for everyone. I think the other thing that's important to know is that we have scholarships. So if you really feel like you'd like to have a camp for your child this summer, not able to financially swing it, we have partial scholarships. Come on down. We'll do everything we can to get your child signed up, but it's really important to get them up and active and out there. I think keeping your kids physically active in the summertime is really something we want to focus on. The other thing we want to focus on, so I'm going to segue here. Are you watching the segue?
I was impressed.
Oh, okay, here it goes. It's seamless segue. The other thing we don't want to lose is the skills that they gained in school. And so we have the camps to keep them physically active and engaged and having fun. We have a program this year, brand new this year, called Book Buddies. And what we've done is we've got foster grandparents. These are people that have gone through background checks. They've been specifically trained in how to work with kids. They are there to help keep your kids' reading skills up during the summertime. And teachers will tell you that during the summer they lose so much. And so if you can keep the kids engaged and active and enjoying it during the summertime, they're so much further ahead. And reading is such an important skill to the success of every child. So we've partnered with the library. The foster grandparents are low-income older adults who receive a stipend for helping, just a small stipend to help make volunteering possible. The kids can sign up for 1, 2, 3 times half-hour sessions every week. They can go over to the library, they sign up, and the grandparent will either listen to them read or will help them read. Absolutely no cost. Free service. You'd pay to have your child tutored someplace. This is a free service, and our goal is that every kid comes away from the summer feeling enchanted with books, feeling enthused, and still having the same reading skills or better that they ended the school year with. So that's a cool one.
Fun in the parks.
Oh, Fun in the Parks is another great one. We love Fun in the Parks. So, with summer vacation just around the corner, your kid's going to want to stay in the house, and it's important to get them up, get them out, get them active. Fun in the Park, we end up going to 6 neighborhood parks and 2 parking lots. The van rolls up, our party van rolls up, and out come everything under the sun. We've got parachute games, we've got crafts, we've got hula hoops, you name it, we've got it. And so we roll in, we've got the balloons going, we've got the staff all pile in, kids come pouring out of their houses, and for 2 hours from 10 to noon, we end up out in the parks. The kids get to know their neighbors, they get to know each other, the adults. We say it's for kids, but we see a whole lot of 30 and 40 and 50-year-olds out there with the kids having fun.
Young and young at heart.
Young and young at heart. So we've got 8 planned this summer. They run from 10 to noon. They are free of charge. June 20th in Monteith Park, June 27th in Doug Killen Friendship Park, July 4th in Lexington Park, July 11th in Takena Park, July 18th at Kinder Park, July 25th at Yogurt Extreme Sidewalk Fun, August 1st in Gibson Hill Park, and August 8th at Red Robin Parking Lot Fund. So you can't beat it. It's a great experience.
Lots of fun. Now, this all costs money. Where does the money come from to fund?
We have some incredible sponsors. Takina Kiwanis is the sponsor for the Fun in the Park. They provide the funding source for that and help to make that one possible for the kids. But every one of these programs do indeed cost money, and our businesses and our community have stepped up and said, we want to make Albany a great place to live. We want to make Albany a great place to raise your family. And so these incredible sponsors have stepped up and made it happen, and we are very appreciative of their efforts. So
thank you very much. And do you have a website?
We do have a website. Lynn, tell them the website address.
Oh,
www.albanyparksandrecreation.org.
Org?
Net? Okay, it's really terrible.
I just know the Northwest
.org.
nearby.
albanyparksandrecreation.org.
Okay, it's right on the front of the...
It's right on the front. And if you're looking for stuff to do, there's nothing better to look at than the Activate Guide. It just came out in the mail.
Why do you call it Activate?
Because we want to get people active. We want to get them involved. We want to get them energized. We want to take you from where you are and move you to where you want to be. So you're looking at spring. I'm looking at summer.
Yeah, you're looking at a different one than I am.
I'm looking at summer. So
I'm looking at two people in red T-shirts.
Right, and I'm looking at...
4th of July.
Yeah, 4th of July last year. It's on the front cover of this year.
It has everything that's happening this summer.
And, one thing we didn't mention going on this summer is Cool Pool. Cool Pool is set to open. Everybody knows that summertime is pool time, and Cool Pool is the place to be. June 15th. It will run through Labor Day. Great fun for the whole family. We've got spray features. We've got classes where they can learn how to swim. You've got exercise classes where you can do the river currents. It's a perfect place to rent if you want to have a birthday party that's kind of special or a company picnic. But if you're not an outdoor pool person, you don't want to overlook Albany Community Pool. That pool is also open during the summer. You don't have to brave the heat to have fun. Albany Community Pool is there. There are family nights where they can float around in the pool and watch, every movies on the big screen on the wall while the sharks attack in Jaws or something like that. And you can take aqua jogging or water aerobics classes. So again, you don't want to miss the pools. Another way to be active, another way to have some great family time.
Okay. Closed circuit to the back of the station. We'll take a break here at about 30 in about 6 minutes, so hang on for that. What other things do we want to talk about for Albany Parks and Rec coming up this summer?
We have some great trips and tours. People often think that trips and tours are just for older adults. They're absolutely not. They're open to anyone over the age of 18, and they go all over the best of the Northwest. Our new guide just came out. So if you want to go to the Oregon Garden and the Gordon House, if you want to go to Aurora for antiquing, if you want to go to OMSI and see Mummies of the World or the Sisters Quilt Show.
We've got jet boats.
A lot of plays and productions, Music Man down in Eugene. You can go to Lincoln City Culinary Center. Moe's, take a giant dune buggy ride. Go try the slopes there. Depot Bay Salmon Bake. We've got all sorts of those that are available for any person over the age of 18. You pay the fee that is for users, people that are going to take part in it. We also have some wonderful hikes. We've got 6, 7 hikes going on this summer, everywhere from the Kendall Natural Area and Bald Hill hike over in the Corvallis area to out to Trout Creek in the Cascadia area. We've got some great hikes for you to take part in. And so, there's no reason to be at home and bored and not sure what to do this summer. We've got something for everybody, and you got to get out and get involved.
Now, Katie, you have a lot of fun doing this, don't you?
We love it. We absolutely love what we do.
How long have you been with the Parks Department?
I have been with the Park Department since 1986, so
what do you
27 years. I love the chance to make a difference, provide experiences that the people want and need, and so being able to work with people to help identify the kinds of recreational services that the community wants and needs, and then finding the best way we can do to provide those, finding the sponsors to help provide them, finding the activities that help create the kind of life people want to lead.
Are you looking for more sponsors?
We absolutely are. And, here's the deal about sponsorships. It used to be that we looked for donors. Nowadays, we look for people that really want to partner and reach their target market. We've got some incredible opportunities to put you right in front of the people. You tell us that you want to reach young men aged 20 to 30. We'll put you on the sports signage out in our sports complex. We've got some terrific tournaments coming up this summer, great sports programs. You tell us you're trying to reach young parents. We've got some great opportunities to connect with those people. We've got some great ways to help you activate your sponsorship and really connect with the community and the target market you're looking for. So absolutely give us a call. Albany Parks and Recreation. Come see us. We want to talk with you.
And the summer guide is out. Look for it. It says Summer 2013, and there's two young ladies on the front, one in blue and one in red. And look for the summer guide. They also have a Facebook page and a website.
Absolutely.
And just go to Facebook and albanyparksandrecreation.org on Facebook.
Correct.
Anything you want to add?
Come see us. Come have fun with us. Let's go out to the park and play this summer. Let's get outside.
Fun in the parks. And on that note, let's go back to Foghat. When is Foghat going to be performing?
It is going to be the last concert before we go to Northwest Art and Air. So that's August 8th. And then we're hoping to come back later on in the summer and talk with you about Art and Air Festival, which is August 23rd through the 25th.
Would love to do that.
Okay. It's going to be great, too.
So it's time to have fun in the parks. This is Valley Talk on KGAL. I'm Dave Adams, and more of the show in just a moment.
Dad, where do trees come from?
Well, son, trees come from seedlings that were planted and over the years grow into all these trees you see around you. All these trees make up the forests in the Pacific Northwest, and they do a lot for us. We breathe out carbon dioxide and breathe in oxygen. Trees breathe in our carbon dioxide, and it's a source of oxygen.
Why do we have to cut down trees?
Well, the wood from the trees goes into a lot of things that we use. Everything from lumber to even some of the cheese we eat.
Will they be forests when I have kids?
Yes, son, there are people who are growing trees today that won't be cut for 50 years or more. And those same people make sure the trees have room to grow so they have the best chance of being healthy.
Starker Forests in the Mid-Willamette Valley have been growing trees for more than 75 years. You're invited to a free forest tour on board our air-conditioned modern bus every Wednesday afternoon during the summer. Simply call Visit Corvallis for details. Starker Forests. Growing forests, not just trees, and growing the next generation right now.
KGAL and KSHO Radio is giving you a chance to win a pair of 3-day passes to one of the biggest musical events of the year. The Oregon Jamboree Music Festival in Sweet Home, August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th with Toby Keith, Luke Bryan, Dwight Yoakam, Neil McCoy, Thomas Rhett, Sarah Darling, Dean Alexander, and more. Rules and regulations on KGAL.com and KSHO.net. Sign up at any or all of these locations every day for a better chance to win. BNR Auto Wrecking in Corvallis and Albany, The Pipeline in Albany and Lebanon, and Albany Antique Mall.
Quail Run Assisted Living at Mennonite Village is designed to accommodate the changing needs of its residents. In fact, here are Evelyn and Ruth, a couple of satisfied residents that want to tell you why they enjoy Quail Run.
I can be lazy. They do everything here. They remember everyone's name. Oh, they're very friendly, and they have a memory. I can't even hardly remember my own anymore. You meet someone in the hall, and it's always, hello, Evelyn, or something. It's just very friendly. Well, I just recommend this place for anyone.
Ruth likes the many amenities and security. She says,
the grounds are gorgeous. The help is very friendly and willing to help you when you call them. It's just nice. Thinking about it, had I known this facility was this good, I would have just gone from our apartment over there right over here.
You can find out more by calling Crystal at 541-928-1122 or visit MennoniteVillage.org.
Unleash summer at the Mid-Valley YMCA in Albany. Right now, you can have a YMCA 3-month summer membership for only $99 for all membership types, including families. Only $99 for a 3-month membership for all membership types, including families. Now at the Mid-Valley YMCA in Albany. Unleash summer. Call 541-926-4488 now or log on to ymcaalbany.org. Into the woods and onto the waters. Listen to Northwestern Outdoors, Saturday nights on Smart Talk 1580.
And this is live radio, and things happen on live radio. And thank you for being with us today on Valley Talk. We're had changed up the schedule here a little bit. We have in the studio Gene Marshall and Ethelda Gillette. Now, Gene and Ethelda are with the Lebanon Chamber Orchestra, and we will be having Len Benton Community College Center Pottery Sale and Show. We'll have that the last 10 minutes of the show, so we have her in the studio. Thank you for being with us today on Valley Talk. Lebanon Chamber Orchestra is having a performance tomorrow, and Gene Marshall, thank you for being with us on Valley Talk today.
You're welcome.
So let's talk about the performance. Where is it going to be?
The performance will be tomorrow at the high school in Lebanon at 7:30. And it lasts for about an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes.
So let's talk about the Chamber Orchestra. For people who may not have been to a performance, what's it all about?
Well, the Chamber Orchestra is a small orchestra. We're getting to the point where I'm almost ready to change the name to Little Symphony.
So
We're
it's gotten a
thinking
little
about
bit
it.
Bigger than little.
It has gotten bigger, yes. We have the string section with first violin, second violins, violas, cellos, and basses. We have woodwinds with a flute, an oboe, and a couple of clarinets. We have 2 French horns, a trumpet, a baritone, and a trombone, and then percussion. 3 people on the percussion section.
How many performances do you have in a year?
We do 2 performances, 2 concerts in a year, but 2 performances of each concert. After we've practiced for 3 months or more for each concert, it's just a shame to and have it all done. So we have 1 concert in the high school, and then we do a second concert the following Monday at Willamette Manor. And it's a very special, intimate type of feeling there. And it's in their lunchroom, and the acoustics are phenomenal, and it's just fun.
They've got a good auditorium there, don't they?
At Willamette Manor?
Yeah. As far as the school?
No, at the high school. They have a very good auditorium, yes. It's supposed to be one of the best in the States, in this state.
Now, the performance tomorrow, what kind of music are we expecting?
We're expecting music from the war years. It's entitled Music from Home, Songs from Home. And I was targeting the music between the First World War and the Second World War, the music that we would be hearing in the United States during that time.
So for people of that genre, that brings back a lot of memories.
A lot of memories, and for me in my childhood, there are a lot of those songs were being sung. Yes.
Speaking of the war years, tomorrow we're going to have a special show at the Lebanon Post 10 Legion. At Albany Post 10, honoring World War II veterans especially, and we're looking for veterans who were involved in the Normandy invasion, because June 6th was the day that occurred, D-Day.
Right.
And so we're going to be saluting veterans, and especially Normandy veterans. So if you're listening to the show and we haven't talked to you, and we would love to have you on the show tomorrow, it's going to be at the Albany American Legion Post 10 tomorrow from 11 to noon, live there. In fact, next Tuesday, we're also going to have another live show at the Albany American Legion Post 10 as they're getting ready to have their official grand opening on, that's coming on the 15th, which is Saturday. So in the next 2 weeks, we're going to have 2 live shows at Post 10. So looking forward to that. Tomorrow, it's going to be D-Day, honoring those who served our country faithfully in Normandy. So it's very appropriate that you're having this as your theme on tomorrow's performance.
I agree.
Did you select June 6th as the date for this because of D-Day?
No, it just happened. It just coincided. It was a good date for us to have the concert at the high school. Nothing else was on that date, so we grabbed it.
Some things are meant to be.
Yes.
How long have you been involved with the Lebanon Chamber Orchestra?
We began somewhere around 2000.
And your function, what instrument do you play?
I'm the conductor.
Okay. And
so I play, myself, I play violin, viola, cello, bass, piano. If I needed to play any of the others. It'd take me a while, but I could do it.
Yeah. What do you enjoy about it?
What do I enjoy?
Yeah.
Music is part of my life. It's you can't get away from music. It's been a part of my life since I was since I was born.
One of the things that we've talked to on a number of guests, and we'll bring it up now, as school districts are looking at possibly cutting extracurricular activities, and music is one of the things that usually gets cut first, sometimes usually before the sports programs. What would you say if there's members of school administration, school boards that are listening to the show, and they're thinking about possibly, as budgets get tight, cutting music?
I know. It's one of my pet peeves. I taught in the public schools for 35 years. And after I retired, I moved here. I have read innumerable accounts of the fact that music heightens people's awareness, intelligence. They test higher than in mathematics. There's a correlation with so very many things with music. It humanizes us. And if they took the trouble to look, in the very first universities, music was a core subject. Other things were around music, taught around music. And it like I said, it's one of my pet peeves because I am a music teacher through and through. My students, and I have taught over the years thousands, I know that their ability to think, to reason, is heightened because of the music that we study.
Chamber Orchestra is growing, as you mentioned. You're thinking of possibly recalling it the Little Symphony?
Yes.
Grown as far as attendance from people coming to listen, or people participating as far as performers, or both?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Why do you think that is?
Well,
as far as the classical music and the orchestra.
Well, we started with about 14 people in the little group. And I started calling it a chamber orchestra when I no longer had to play in it. Before that, it was an ensemble. I retired from public school teaching in 1995. I thought I was finished with music. No. I found out that music teachers aren't allowed to retire. People would come and say, I have a son, would you teach him? And you can't turn them down. So I started playing, and as soon as we had a few students, then we started playing in a group. Okay. When I no longer had to play, when I had all of the instruments represented, then I started conducting. So now we have 8 singers who sing with us too, and they are loaned to us from the Lebanon Community Chorus, and they're just a joy. It's fun to have them sing the songs that we are playing. Sometimes it's a challenge to get the music to be an accompaniment for them, but and in that case I have to do some changing and rearrange music, but we really enjoy them. So in that, we're growing that way too, with using singers with some of our music, playing without them, playing with them.
Okay, we're talking to Jean Marshall, and again, the Lebanon Chamber Orchestra performance is tomorrow. We're going to take a break right now on Valley Talk and come right back and talk more with Jean about tomorrow's performance. This is Valley Talk.
Memories are magic, so celebrate your fun times with a Happy Hours photo booth. A fun picture to last a lifetime. Book your Happy Hours photo booth today for birthdays, reunions, retirement parties, graduation, weddings, fundraisers, and more. Unlimited photos, professional attendant, delivery, setup, takedown, and a large assortment of fun props. All you have to do is book your event. Call 541-409-5849 now, or log on to happyhoursphotoBooth.com and on Facebook. Memories are magic from Happy Hours Photo Booth.
Having a confident smile can change everything. Just think if you never again needed tight lips to hide behind. Instead, think how you could feel during the liberating joy of a beaming, wide-open grin. It really can happen. Just call Dr. Dennis Clark and ask about Invisalign, the clear alternative to braces. Invisalign straightens your teeth with a series of clear, customized, removable aligners. If it weren't for the remarkable way they were transforming your smile, you'd hardly even notice them. And even though Invisalign aligners are virtually invisible, they can always be removed for eating or special occasions. Dr. Dennis Clark has been serving Mid-Valley residents since 1981, and that's why the Mid-Valley is brighter, happier, and yes, healthier. Whether you have crooked or widely spaced teeth or overbites, Invisalign treatments can help alleviate periodontal diseases and painful jaw and joint problems. For a free consultation about Invisalign, call the Laser Dentist, Dr. Dennis Clark in Lebanon at 541-451-1440 or toll free at 866-351-5453.
Yahoo Sports Radio, weekends on 1580 KGAL.
And back we are on Valley Talk. Glad you're with us today. Beautiful weather to be out, and thanks to the folks from the Albany Parks and Recreation Department for being with us first part of the show. It's just time to go out and get something. Enjoy this beautiful weather, the flowers. Great time to live in the Willamette Valley. And if you're somebody like myself that has a bit of hay fever, it's okay because it's so beautiful outside. And Gene Marshall is with the Lebanon Chamber Orchestra. One of the things that we wanted to talk about, Gene, in fact, I guess you got a text from somebody who wants us to repeat the performances and their times and locations. If we could do that again, please.
Sure. This evening we will be at the Lebanon High School at 7:30. The concert will go from 7:30 to 8:30, 8:40.
Okay.
I like to keep them relatively short.
And on time.
And on time.
The conductor is in the house. Everything starts on time.
That's right. And then Monday, we will be at Willamette Manor. And because we are there and the residents are more elderly, we start at 7 and go from 7 to 8, 8:10.
Okay. Let's talk about the soloists.
Pete Butler will be singing on the White Cliffs of Dover with us. And Carol Sedlacek will be singing I'll Walk Alone. They're both songs from the Second World War. And Steve Iverson will be playing a trumpet solo on Don't Get Around Much Anymore. And there will be a violin-viola duet from a mother and son combination. The mother plays violin, Linda Breslin, and her son, Jorian Breslin, will be playing the viola, also with Don't Get Around Much Anymore.
Okay. If people want to donate to the Lebanon Chamber Orchestra to help you as you grow, is this an expensive thing to put on? Okay.
It's fairly. The music is expensive.
You have to pay
sometimes.
The rights for the music to perform.
No, we don't.
Oh.
Because we don't have to pay for the rights because we pay for the music.
Okay.
And that takes care of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's ours. Once we have it, it goes into our library because we have paid for it.
So only have to pay for it once.
That's right. That's right. The high school lets us use their space. They don't charge us anything. I don't pay the players. They don't pay me. This is a total volunteer organization.
Labor of love.
It is. It truly is a labor of love, yes.
But people who still want to, people who love orchestra music and want to contribute, they can do that. How do they do that?
They would write a check or cash to any one of the members of the orchestra, and they would pass it to me, and then it would go into a fund that we have.
Plans for the future. You mentioned it's growing. What can you tease us a little bit about what's going on? What's the future coming up?
Well, we have to grow into it, and a lot of it are the young people who come in. This one of the unique things about this group. The youngest playing in the orchestra right now is 14, and the oldest is 75. And all the generations in between are there. I have a junior group also that will be performing tomorrow night as well. And there are, let's see, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8 people in that group. And as they grow, they will join the regular group. It just seems like people come out of the woodwork and say, I would like to be part of this group.
Because it's
And
a fun
that's
thing to do.
Because it is a fun thing to do, and we do have a good time. We work hard when we're working, and we play hard when we play.
Tickets.
No tickets because it is free.
So first come, first serve, grab a seat and
That's right.
enjoy.
This is, yes.
Anything you'd like to mention that we haven't talked about yet?
I think we've pretty well covered it.
Okay.
In the program, I have, yes, there are a couple of things. We started out with just the war years, but I found a piece that I wanted to begin with, and it is an overture, a patriotic overture, and it encompasses clear back to the Civil War, because it has When Johnny Comes Marching Home and the Battle of Hymn of the Republic. And also in that is Sousa's March, Stars and Stripes Forever, which was written in 1896, I believe.
The program, do you want to go over the program real quick so they can, it's a very interesting program.
We always start with the Star Spangled Banner. And then we have the Patriotic Overture. We have a medley of Come On, Get Happy, Stormy Weather, and It's Only a Paper Moon. And that is with singers. We have the solo with Pete, White Cliffs of Dover. We have women singers with the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy in the style of the Andrews Sisters.
Boy, you can't have a show saluting the warriors without having the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
And then we have a very interesting piece. It's the Lafayette Escadrille. It's a concert march. And this is, it was written later, but it is about the Lafayette Escadrille men, flyers, who were a combination of Americans and English and French, who flew in France during World War I. And the composer of this piece was John Edmondson, and he met one of the flyers in later years. They just happened to be in a play together. Mm-hmm. And that inspired him to write this piece of music. And, the very first movie that won an Academy Award was Wings, and that the subject of that movie was the Lafayette Escadrille Bunch.
Interesting.
So then we go to intermission. Then we have the junior ensemble with bell-bottom trousers, and the men singers will be singing with them. Then they're playing a piece they love. It's Terra Nova. It's a lot of fun. Has nothing to do with anything.
But it's fun. That's why we do it.
Yeah. Then we have Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree, I'll Walk Alone with Carol Sedlacek singing.
Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree, another classic war turn.
And Swinging on a Star, that was in a movie that Bing Crosby did, and that is with singers. Don't Get Around Much Anymore, that's strings with the trumpet and the duet. And then New York City, Here's to the Big Apple, which has mostly songs that are from the 40s, 30s, and 40s. New York, New York, Give My Regards to Broadway, 42nd Street, The Sidewalks of New York, which is East Side, West Side, and the theme from New York, New York.
All right. Do you have a website or a Facebook page?
There is a website, but I don't do it. One of my members has it. It's under the Lebanon Chamber Orchestra.
You should be able to Google Lebanon Chamber Orchestra. Mm-hmm. In fact, we will do that right now. And you should be able to Google it and come up and have some information on that. So as we close out this segment of the show, Jean, is there anything that we'd like to add in closing? I want to give us a final call, as they say.
Final call. Oh, come and join us and enjoy this very special concert. We're ready for it.
June. I love the fact that it's on June 6th. I love that. And it's just happened that way. It's just meant to be.
Happened.
June 6th, 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night, Lebanon High School Auditorium, free of charge. First come, first serve. Come early, get seats. Come hear Songs from Home by the Lebanon Chamber Orchestra at the Lebanon High School Auditorium. And come and be ready to be amazed and entertained.
And if you can't get there, come see us Monday night at Willamette Manor on 2nd and C Street.
Okay. Now, Ethelda Gillette, did you want to say something on the radio? Did you want to? You want to move that microphone a little bit closer to you? Oops.
I just came as accompaniment to my daughter. And, of course, I'm kind of involved with the orchestra, too.
What do you do?
I pin corsages on everybody before they go on stage.
You've been to many of the performances. You probably go to every one.
Mm-hmm.
What do you enjoy about it? The music?
Oh,
what do you like about
the
it?
whole thing. The music and the students and all of the players. They are just a different kind of people, and they're all wonderful.
What would you say to people who don't typically go to orchestra events to motivate them to come to this one?
Oh, they don't know what they're missing. They really don't.
Okay. Well, thank you for being with us on Valley Talk, and the program will continue here in just a moment.
Going out to lunch at a nice restaurant can be expensive, and the big portions put you more in the mood for a nap than a productive afternoon. Mama's Fine Italian to the rescue. The small appetite senior menu is just right. Anyone and everyone is invited to order from the Light Appetites menu for lunch from 11 to 4 p.m. with tasty entrees beginning at only $4.95. Why go hungry or go anywhere else for lunch? Eat healthy, eat light at Mama's. Closed Sunday and Monday, so make the most of Tuesday through Friday and join your friends at Mama's for lunch. Dinner only on Saturday. Mama's features charbroiled steaks every day. Make reservations for dinner or pick up a bottle of fine wine. Seating is limited, so please call for reservations. 541-451-5050. That's 451-5050. Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop on West Oak between Main and 2nd in Lebanon, across from the Big Blue Napa Auto Parts building.
America's most iconic quartet coming live to perform their unforgettable hits. The legendary Oak Ridge Boys 40th Anniversary Tour. Sunday, August 25th at the Oregon State Fair's LBJ Comcast Amphitheater. An all-American tradition.
My baby is American made.
Unmistakable four-part harmonies that have earned the Oak Ridge Boys Grammy, Dove, ACM, and CMA Awards.
You're the one in a million.
Tickets are on sale now. Buy tickets online at OregonStateFair.org or charge by phone at 877-840-0457. Don't miss the Oak Ridge Boys 40th Anniversary Tour.
Come on in, baby, take your coat off. Come on in, baby, take a load off.
Play lottery games at the Oregon State Fair. Adults 21 and over can visit the Game Zone in Cascade Hall and play Scratch-It, Keno, and all our jackpot games. Demo new video lottery games for fun. You'll even have a chance to win prizes. Lottery games at the Oregon State Fair, where Oregon comes together. See you there.
You depend on your car and you depend on your mechanic to keep that car running right. Depend on Wacoma Auto and Radiator Service. Over 70 years of combined experience repairing and servicing all late model cars. ASE certified master technicians Chuck, Bill, and Wally are TechNet professionals, offering the latest computer diagnostics, affordable rates, and a nationwide warranty on all parts. Wacoma Auto and Radiator Repair is in Corvallis on Cornell, just off 9th Street, down from the Goodwill. You can depend on Wacoma.
Doug Burton Landscaping is growing fast with more and more satisfied customers saying,
Doug Burton takes care of my lawn.
Wouldn't you rather have a well-maintained landscape? Doug Burton is ready to go to work for you. Not just lawn mowing, year-round complete landscape maintenance for your home or business. Call Doug Burton at 791-8758. 791-8758. Click on his link at kgal.com or kshow.net. Call 791-8758 for Doug Burton Landscaping.
Want to really know more? Just point, click, and learn from the Mid-Valley's best website, KGAL.com.
Things to do in the Mid-Willamette Valley. One of them, the Benton Community College Center Pottery Sale and Show will be this Friday, the 7th of June, 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. in the Benton Center Ceramic Studio. Cynthia Spencer is with us in Valley Talk Studios
Hi,
today.
good morning.
Cynthia, how you doing today?
Good.
So talk to us about the ceramics show here.
Well, the Pottery Studio is a twice-a-year event. We have one in the summer and one around the holidays. And it's an opportunity for the instructors who teach at the Benton Center as well as the students to sell pottery together. And much of the proceeds go to help support the studio. We have, equipment needs and tool needs and clay needs. I mean, so it helps support the center.
Is the center part of the teaching in the LBCC, or is it private?
Yes. In fact, the ceramics studio is one of the largest departments of the LBCC college system.
How many students do you have?
Oh, boy. I knew you were going to ask that. I think there are 7 or 8 classes, and there are also open lab times. So I'm guessing that probably 200 students go through that studio in a week.
What would you say to somebody like me who I've never tried? In fact, when I was a kid in grade school, I made a little bird, a toothpick holder.
Yeah.
And they just gave us ones that were already made, and we painted them and put them in the oven and fired them up. But there's a lot of people who don't even try pottery because they don't feel like they could do anything to make this lob of clay look like anything other than a lob
I'll
of clay.
tell you, Dave, that's one reason why we have this pottery studio. We have the studio sale in the studio itself. We cover up some of the equipment, but it's fun to have people come in and just see what is available there and see the variety of work being made, as well as talking with the teachers who teach there. And over the years that I've taught at the studio, I have had students 18 to 80, and even some of the folks as old as 80 have come in and said, I've always wanted to take a pottery class, and I'm finally getting to do it. And I'll tell you, everybody just has a lot of fun.
Can you make anyone a pottery artisan?
Well, if they are willing to spend the time in the studio and practice, it's just like the person before us in your Valley Talk segment. She didn't talk about the practicing part, but people enjoy pottery. There's something about clay. When you touch it, it just, you want to start messing around with it and make it into something. And I think music is similar, but there is that practice element involved.
If people are listening to this and maybe they think, I've never thought I could do this, maybe I want to give it a shot, how much does it cost? How can they get involved?
Well, the classes are relatively inexpensive. They're I haven't looked at prices of the catalog recently, but they're usually a 10-week class through the Benton Center, and it not only pays for your instruction, but all of the firings that occur for your clay. You still have to buy clay because you can, depending on how fast you work, you might only use 1 bag of clay through a term, or you might go through hundreds and hundreds of pounds of clay. So.
Are there openings for your class now?
The summer session will start up, I think, probably the 3rd or 4th week of June. So there's quite a few classes that'll be opening up then.
How do they get in touch with you?
Oh, well, they would go on to the LBCC website, Lynn Benton Community College website, and just look up ceramics.
What kinds of ceramics are we going to be seeing at this show this Friday, 3:30 to 5:30 in the Benton Center Ceramics Studio?
A little of everything. There'll be probably quite a lot of dinnerware. Students tend to learn bowls and plates and mugs and things like that when you're first starting out. But there'll also be sculpture and some rather large urns. Some of the students came in, and the instructor, Amanda Salov, encouraged them to why make a little tiny bowl? Make a giant urn. And some of the first projects that came out of that class were some large pieces. So I don't know if they'll want to part with them at the sale, but a lot of fun stuff. And sculpture and just fun stuff.
Okay, Cynthia Spencer, thank you for being with us today on Valley Talk. The LBCC Benton Center Pottery Sale and Show will be Friday, June 7th from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. Benton Center Ceramic Studio, 757 Northwest Polk Avenue in Corvallis. Thank you for being with us on Valley Talk. Tomorrow, live from American Legion Post 10 in Albany as we salute veterans and Normandy invasion. KGAL, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
Around the world, your first choice for information is News Talk 1580, KGAL, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.